Hello, friends. Robert Bevan here, author of the Caverns of Creatures series of comedy, fantasy novels, and short stories. With me is Sam West, and today is another. What is it?
It's Warlock Wednesdays, the
Warlock
best day of
Wednesday.
the week.
Oh yeah.
We're talking about a cool one today. And when I say cool, I
Yep.
mean like I saw it happen in the D&D movie and it was exactly what I wanted out of it.
I knew you were
So
going to bring up the D&D movie.
I think this is one of the best scenes as far as in the movie, as far as like communicating what Dungeons and Dragons feels like to play. I
Yeah.
think is the Speak with Dead scene, which is what you get from Whispers of the Grave, which is the invocation we're talking about today.
Whispers of the Grave. Um. All right. Let's get into it. What does it
Yep.
do?
Prereq 9th level from the PHP. It's really simple. You can cast Speak with Dead at will without expending a spell slot. Love it. No notes.
I like those words.
Sure do. Me too. Uh, of the spells to get, this is technically a 3rd level spell, but like it's just a utility thing. It also notably isn't a ritual, which I could have sworn it was, but it not being a ritual makes this a lot more interesting because this is just a 3rd level slot at will. Prereq 9th level is still pretty high for what you're getting, which is just a way to shout people that are beyond the dead, beyond the living, I mean. But like, I like this effect. You get to ask some questions to some corpses. Those corpses give you brief, cryptic, repetitive answers sometimes. Sometimes they'll give you real answers. I like the spell a lot of vacuum. On a warlock at 9th level, I think you've gotten to a point where you're like, I've got the invocations that I need. What invocations do I want? And that's the perfect time to pick up Whispers of the Grave, because you sure as hell don't need this. But I'd usually want this.
Yeah, you probably don't need it, but here's what I like about it. I think uh, if the DM knows you're taking this, he can start to you know, factor that into the campaign. Like, well, I'm not going to give him this information unless he starts asking corpses, and there will be ample corpses. There
There will
always
be.
are.
But yeah,
You
it's
know,
D&D. Murder happens every day.
but I noticed in the spell description it's not like you can just go stab somebody that get information out of them later, because yeah, if they find you, if they determine that you're hostile toward them or see you as an enemy, then yeah, they don't have to tell you the truth. They don't. Do they have to tell you something?
You can ask the corpse 5 questions. They only know what they know in life, including languages and new. Answers are usually brief, cryptic, repetitive, and the corpse is under no compulsion to offer truthful answers.
Right. So they can lie
It's
or
just chatting.
yeah. Yeah.
I really like that the spell also says the spell feels that the corpse was the target of this spell within the last 10 days, just specifically so like if your GM even wants a countermeasure to this, they can just make a necromancer that's been asking the corpses questions recently, and all of a sudden this is toggled off for whatever the important murder through history thing is, right? Like
Mm.
I can definitely see people that are going around assassinating people bringing scrolls of Speak with Dead with them just to shut up the corpse post death so it can't rat on them. I think that's
Oh,
a really cute world building thing to think about. But most of the time, this will just be like you talk to someone who died, ask them what they saw. Yeah, I'm in. It's neat.
I mean, you could do that too. It's
Yeah,
at will.
it's true.
Just
You can
talk
just
to
start
every
shutting off
corpse. And
corpses.
yeah.
Yeah. No
Uh,
one can speak to these but me. At least for another 10 days.
right. Yeah. You got another warlock chasing you. Even if they are hostile to you. Yeah. All right. I'm talking to you. I know you don't want to talk to me. I know you don't like me, but I can't have you talk to the next guy that's coming.
Mm. I all love that they also only speak the languages they spoke in life, which is just funny because if you find like a really long dead person, you might talk to them. But if it's like, Shakespearean English of the 8th century versus our English today, there's no shot anyone's understanding anyone in that conversation, which I think is
Or
pretty fun. I
or
think
a
there's a
different
lot of,
language even.
yeah, or it could be a whole different language. That's true. It's almost a different language at this point.
Oh yeah.
I adore this kind of world building stuff. Now, Bob, how practical is this? Like, is this going to be something that you're going to find a lot of use for game to game?
I think it depends on you and your DM. Like I said, the DM, when they know you take this, they have the option to make that important. Um, and
Okay, let's say your DM doesn't opt into that. Let's say your DM
okay,
doesn't go, I'm going to go out of my way for Speak Dead to have
right,
value in my tables. Do you think it can still hold any value?
absolutely, yeah.
Okay.
This, I think you might pose a challenge to your DM if he wasn't expecting you to use this all the time. There are going to be corpses, and they'll have information, and sometimes they'll be angry about being dead, and they'll want to help you avenge their deaths.
Yeah,
So
I love using this as a way to, like, if your DM set dressing a dragon lair and you don't know exactly what you're going into fight, or your DM set dressing like a Medusa or some other kind of, I guess Medusa's a bad example because they're on corpses, but like some kind of monster and you don't know what you're facing, being able to ask the dead, hey, what killed you? That seems kind of useful. You can be like, all right, everyone,
sure.
close your eyes. We're going into a sea hag. Close your ears. We're going against sirens. X, Y, or Z. Be aware that we shouldn't be standing in fireball formation because this corpse, we kind of guessed based on the fact that it was a roasted pile of dust that it probably was a dragon. But now we know for sure. There's going to be a little bit of utility as far as like scouting ahead into danger that's kind of cute with this that I like a lot.
Yeah, or like yeah, I had a really cool sword. It's buried in that rubble over there.
There's also the thing you could do where, like, if you're against undead, their corpses kind of everywhere, and nearby people, like, if you're in a mausoleum that's been overrun by a lich or something, you'd be like, hey, you used to live here. This is your family crypt. Your great-great-nephew's being a little bit of a jerk right now and killing a lot of people. Can you give us the layout down here? And then they can, provide some details on what the layer looks like. And it may not be,
Well,
it
this
may not have
can't.
been intended to be a threat, but it's a useful little tool to have.
Well, this can't be used on undead, right?
Well, I'm saying, like, in an undead theme where you're going into
Oh,
a
right,
crypt to
right, right.
fight zombies and crap, there will be corpses.
All
Corpses
right,
and undead go hand in hand.
what
It's not like
about
everything's going to be undead.
what if you kill a zombie and it's not a zombie anymore? Can you use it
Corpse,
then?
I
Yeah,
guess. I would say yes.
yeah.
I truthfully don't know the answer to that question.
I mean, it's no longer undead. If it was, it'd be up and moving around. It's
And
dead.
you can someone like a corpse. It doesn't specify the creature type corpse either. So a corpse of an undead, which I think is distinctly different than a corpse of a humanoid, but that doesn't check here. So I think that might just still be fine.
Oh, okay.
Does undeath make you not like? Is undeath a second form of life, so they'll only know what they knew in undeath and not what they knew in life, or will it'll be like they don't remember the zombie years? I don't know. Fun implications that you should ask your DM, because I'm sure there aren't rules as written answers here at least.
And definitely let us know what you think in the comments.
Yeah, I think this is a super fun ability. I don't think it's at all warping the game. I don't think it's going to be a blip on most DM's radar, but I think if you're like an undead warlock, this is a shoe-in as far as a fun thematic option that makes you feel either super edgy or like I'm currently have the pleasure of getting to play. I'm playing a College of Spirits bard, and I intend to be in warlock for undead in the next 3 or 4 levels. I want this on my character sheet. Like I'm happy digging 9 levels into warlock for this after I get magical secrets for 11 there, right? I'd love to be able to just have everything and do the whole whole of every undead talking to the dead kind of thing. Very flavorful, very fun.
Yeah, I mean, and you don't seem to think it's very powerful, but I think it's for someone with a little bit of imagination, I think they could make it useful.
If there are no corpses, it sure doesn't do anything.
Oh well, no, but there'll be corpses.
There will sometimes be corpses. Most adventures will
Make your
include corpses, but most elements of most adventures will not include corpses, right?
This is what. All right, this is when you could use disguise self.
So you kill them, disguise self, and then talk to them in death.
I was thinking disguise self first, but yeah, it works either way.
Sure.
Man,
what if you just asked them while they were alive? Okay.
Maybe they were shy. I don't know.
And death will make them less so.
All right, they didn't want to give you the answers in life, but now that they're dead, well, I don't need to. I can't take it with me.
They can in fact take it to the grave if they want to. That's the fun part.
No, I'm talking about their big pile of money.
Oh, gotcha.
So like, where's all your money? I'm not telling you. Stab, stab, stab. Disguise. Man, I really want to. I saw that guy stab you. I really want to help you avenge your death, but I'm a little short on cash.
Sure. Why not?
Just takes a little imagination.
A little imagination. I think this is a reasonable 3. I don't think it's going to break any tables. I don't think it's going to be that big of an issue, but it will give you some cool moments. It will give you some cool information. As a war gathering tool, as a lore thing, as an at-will effect to get access to, yeah, I'm in.
I'm going to go up a notch. I'm giving it a 4. 4 for fun. And for potential. I think there's perhaps even better ideas than what I just came up with.
As long as you bring your own corpses. That's the prerequisite. is either bring or make your own
Yeah,
corpses.
there you go. All right. Well, that was Whispers of the Grave. Thank you, Sam, and thank you everyone for joining us. Tune in next Wednesday for the last Eldritch Invocation to date. All right, and yeah, leave some comments, like, subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Thank you for watching. If you found this helpful, informative, or entertaining, I'd really appreciate it if you hit the like button below. You needn't smash it, a gentle tap will suffice. If you want to see more videos like this, subscribe to the channel. And make sure you check out the links in the description, where you'll find my Caverns and Creatures series of comedy fantasy novels, Sam's full review of the spell, and other fun things.